Hi, everybody. It's Deborah with Deborah's Blue Tarot. It's Sunday. Well, it was the morning. I got lost in replying to new subscribers and stuff like that, and I thought that was important. Um, at any rate, uh, I had my first two indifferent readings, like nasty comments. And the first thing I wanted to do was let them have it. And that would have been messy. But then I thought, I'm not giving them my energy. I just removed them. It was pretty simple. And I will continue to do that because if you're not here to say something nice, don't say it at all. What, you don't have a mother? Mom didn't teach you? If you have nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. That was like the thing in our family. Of things of many, I should say. But anyway, I think it's time to light a little bit of sage. This is one of my shells. And I just break it off and light it. I love when Shelley does the lighting of the sage. Juju, no juju. She cracks me up. She really does make me laugh. I'm sorry. In a good way. In a good way. Not like laughing at her. I'm laughing with her. No juju, no juju, no juju. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's let it burn. I might be the only person who loves the smell of this. This is just white sage. Little pieces. Oops, blew out the thing. I'm going to let it sit right here. And let's give the cards a little love. Today, I've had so many different ideas about what I wanted to read on. It is my belief, I have to be very careful. There's a very large international group that is illuminating a lot. Illuminating minus the NG. Look them up. Google it. Come on now. You got to do some work. Google it. They are at the top of the red hat spectrum. They are calling all the shots. Where do they live? On boats in international waters. On ships, I should say. Forgive me. So they're in international waters. Nothing can touch them. And I want to know if they are planning the interruption and removal of the current, Felon 45 and company. Nobody can possibly be as stupid as him and running the show. It's just impossible for me to believe it, and I won't believe it. You're going to have to show me your receipts, as they say. I don't believe it. He's just a figurehead, useful idiot, as I like to call him. Oh, look at this. The Page of Pentacles. Not in love with that card. You know what I'm saying? It's a young person with money. It's just, he's just a page with pentacles. He doesn't know enough yet. But I have the world right here for the middle of the deck. This is the original tarot deck, my very first tarot deck that I ever bought. And to be really candid with you, I wasn't sure what I was doing. I messed with them a lot during those early days, particularly in the COVID years. And I couldn't figure out I didn't know enough then. I read books. I read a lot of books. I watched a lot of readers. Some that aren't even there anymore. I really miss Andrea from Lilac Lantern. I hope she's okay. I have no idea. The only one I might see the only one who may know would be Scott Allen, and I don't know that I've ever asked him. And, there's some respect for it not being my business. You know what I mean? There we go. So let me especially do the pendulum. We're going to do the pendulum today, and we will do the rods tonight. I will be doing another video later tonight. Or not later tonight, but tonight. But later than now. Okay. Now, I'm going to look all of you right in the eye. And I'm going to tell you this. My gratitude is beyond measure. But I will not have people leaving comments, the keyboard cowboys that are rude and almost unintelligible. In one particular case, I said, when you learn how to speak in English, will you let me know what you just said? I was at my place where I'm like, bring it on. I'm from Detroit. That's meaningful. You understand? This is for entertainment purposes only, YouTube. Only based on my cards and the energy I feel from them. So, I'm going to ask about that group that is connected also with the Heritage Foundation and the Federalist Society. Half of the SCOTUS was put there by them. Actually, it's more than half. I don't think Roberts was, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I think Roberts is concerned about his legacy. And I think he's really listening to the law right now, at this point in time. I'm not a huge fan or anything. I'm just telling you. I think he's listening to the law, which is all that we can ask of our judges. Follow the law, right? Oh, I'm still mad about that. Stop it. Knock it off. Let it go. There's probably a 12-year-old borrowing mommy's computer. Even though, I don't even know if they're allowed on. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Can you see I can't take rejection well? Okay. The Illum Anadi. The Illum Anadi is the topic of the day. Okay. And I'm reading with my trusty Rider-Waite original tarot deck that I bought the very first after watching, I think it was Becca of House of Lenormand, even though I don't read Lenormand cards. And someone tried to discourage me. You know who you are, don't you? From reading Lenormand cards. You know what that made me want to do? Read Lenormand cards. And so I'm going to. So step back, Jack. Anyway, Illum Anadi. Great drink. What are they planning? Are they planning on trying just to get Felon 45 out of there and replace him with Shady? They're the ones who ultimately picked that freakazoid. Now, if you want to talk about the real Slim Shady, I'm with you. I am with ya. All right, Illum Anadi. What's your next move? I call on white light protection for myself and those in my community who watch this or will watch this, who follow me, who are polite, kind, funny, generous, whatever. And my family, that sort of thing. And I ask that you place a white light of protection, a bubble, as Dave Johnson would say, of white light protection around me, and prevent any dark energies from puncturing my barrier, because I am strong and you are powerful, and together we are a team. Having said that, I say amen. Okay, here we go. Spread of 5. I'm going to read them upright unless the card is so evident, because I'm not comfortable fully reading them in reverse without the keywords, because I'm just not. You know what I'm saying? I wish I were. I'll get there. I'm taking these 3 and I'm tucking it right under the sage. That's the real emperor. Harlan Crow. Federalist Society. Illum Anadi. I'm sure you saw that, right? I don't want to say it, okay? This is not 45 at all. He doesn't have that kind of power. This is someone with significant power. Okay? Here's the Sun. There's going to be a revelation. We're going to find out some stuff. My second card, the Sun. As I said before, illumination of the... This is all going to come out in courts around the country. The information is in the hands of multiple attorney generals around the country. So, Pam Bondi, if you think you're protecting someone, you better go back to law school, girl, if you're allowed to, because we got you. And we got all of your little friends who you think are your friends until they're not. Lots of exposure. It's all coming out. The 4 of Wands, or the 4 of Rods, however you look at it. Wands and Rods are about action and movement. It's also about information, whether they be pages of information, like a page 3, page 4, page 5. Not a page in the card suit, but there's a movement afoot, and you see the new power right in front of the castle, which doesn't really look like the House of White, but it doesn't matter. Things are moving along. The World card. This is a card of endings and new beginnings. It's also a card of the world watching everything. And when I say the world, I mean everywhere. Every countries you don't even know the names of. Countries I don't know the names of. Although I know most of them. But I'm just saying, countries and endings and new beginnings, and also a card of taking a deep breath in and going, oh God, thank you. Creator, thank you. There's also strength here. There's the lion. This one reminds me of a bull. This is a person up here who has put himself into a ball, and the bald eagle. See that? Okay. Hi, Mr. Devil. Nice to see you. Couldn't wait for you to get here to show everyone what we're talking about. Yes, this is the real deal. Even above Pootie. I know, you didn't think there was anybody above Pootie, but there is. I don't really want to look at these cards. I feel so tempted. Tell me. Well, let me look at them. No. I'm not going to include them. These cards are all I need to see to know that the revelation is coming out. Happy family, new people in town, new ownership, the world, endings, new beginnings. And literally, the world. What are they going to do? Or, we're ready to help. One of those others. And to be honest with you, I wouldn't blame them if they flipped us off. But they know the people of the U.S. are not the problem. Even some of the red hats are not the problem. It's and the messages that they've given to those who they've paid off to go around the country and talk about things. Here he is. Here he is. In all his glory. Now, of course, all of them have an element of that card. Some stronger than others. I'm laughing because this really is my first deck. And this was a great throw. Because, why? Because Spirit is with me. That's why. Thank you, Spirit. Let's move on. Oh, 20 minutes ready. Jeez, I'm slow. Let's move on to my pendulum. I'm not using a board. I'm not convinced that the spelling thing is legit because it reminds me too much of a Ouija board. So let me just light this stuff up again, see if it'll burn more. So I'm going to ask some yes nos. Thank you. Spirits, show the people what yes looks like. This would be north and south. It's harder than you would think to hold this thing up in the air. Okay. Spirit, show me a no. East and west. Show me a no, Spirit. Okay, so you've got that, right? So, yes, no. And I don't expect to see anything that high of a of movement, but you never know. Spirit, the reading that I just did on that group that I don't want to say their name, was that a legitimately fair reading on that group? Yes? Thank you, Spirit. Please clear. Please clear. Spirit, you know the group that I read on? I know you do. Only too well. Is there something that we don't yet know that is ready to hit the legitimate media? Because the legacy media is not legitimate. They are owned by corporate shills, ABC, CBS, NBC, and Fox Entertainment, which is what it is. And it's registered like that, by the way, in their papers. They are not legitimate media anymore because they don't tell the truth. MSNBC keeps trying to, but they're probably getting shilled from the corporations. You know, the money. You don't make enough money, Joe Scarborough? How much you want to bet me he's making a six-figure salary that the first number starts easily in the 4? Easily, if not more. I have no idea about Mika. I don't really care. But I'm just telling you that these are not poorly paid people. So the thought that they might not want to say something because of being like shut out of the cash cow absolutely makes me want to puke. Okay. So, Spirit, these groups that we're talking about, these news, legacy media news, can we ever trust them again? No. This is East-West. That's a no. I want to be on with you. I'm sorry. Okay. Spirit. The Midas Touch is growing huge. Right now they've got 5 million subscribers. Oh my God. I can't even imagine 2,000. But anyway, will media like Brian Taylor Cohen and Michael Cohen and Legal AF, hosted by Michael Popak, part of the Midas Touch Plus network. No, I don't have any investments in them. They are not publicly traded. They are not, that's not who they are. Will they be taking over the real truth telling going forward? From the media, I mean. Thank you. Spirit, are the brothers, the Mycelis brothers, are they safe? Okay, good. Is Michael Cohen safe? Yeah, he's played that card. He's okay. Will somehow, will the ICC, International Criminal Court, or as we like to call it, The Hague, it's a part of the ICC, okay? Will the ICC, who rehired Jack Smith, will they come after Felon 45 and his clan? That's a yes. Clear, please. Will this legal action, I'm supposing, go forward even in the absence of Felon 45? Yes. So, Spirit, is Felon 45, can he be tried and convicted posthumously? Just a question. Yes. What ramifications would he have if that were the case? Would he lose any just that sort of, the picture on the wall, the Arlington, and, all that? Will he lose all of that? Total respect. Will he lose total respect? I don't respect him anyway, so there's nothing to lose from me. Yes. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, what about the Are they about ready to fall? No. Will they fall? Will they crumble under the weight of all of this legal action? Not just SCOTUS, but legal action like attorney generals, governors, etc., around the United States and even around the world. Yes. Okay. I'm going to probably go over a little bit on my timing, but that's okay because the Illum Anadi, where's the T, wants to come out and play. So let's pull a few of these, not like a ton of them, but a few of them. All right. Show me the energies of Felon 45 and the groups that are associated with him or them. Okay. Running. This is not running for fitness, this energy here. This is running as in like running away. Some of them are completely unfazed. They think they are just powerful, and good luck with that, right? Maybe they're right. Drama starter. The red hats. Dirt digging. Looking for dirt on you or vice versa. Oh, yes. That is Felon 45 and Pootie's way of controlling you. Something that you would just want to die to keep out of the public, whatever it is, and that person knows about it. A stalker. Stalking, watching, and obsessed. You are being bullied online, or they are. Has suffered from it, etc. Cyberbullying. Yeah. Some people, it really is like too much. I'm no longer on social media, with the exception of Blue Sky and Substack, but I don't go on there very often. Creeping. The wise owl. The wise owl. Okay, one more. The inside scoop. A closer look, nosy, up in your business. Well, very interesting. If you're wondering why I only do 30 minutes, it's because people get bored. And they just, from the analytics, after about 20 minutes, they're like, that. So, I do try and keep it shorter than this. This just went over. I want to wish everyone a beautiful Sunday and a wonderful ending of the weekend. I will be working tomorrow and Wednesday and Saturday, but that doesn't mean I won't be here, because I will, either after work, which makes sense, and the days that I'm off, I'll probably do too, okay? So I want to wish you so much love and peace, and be free of worry. Do not be afraid. Stay in the light, and don't let anyone bully you, because the deal's going down. I swear it is. Peace.